Hi everyone. My name is Anngelise B and I am a senior at Central Park East High School. And the device, as Gabby said, was the third eye device for the visually impaired. And the reason why I chose this project was because in the future, I want to major in biomedical engineering, and I as well want to become a biomedical engineer. And also because a relative of mine had recently lost her eyesight, so I wanted to look into a project that can help people with issues that she's experiencing right now. So now I am going to show you guys an example of the third eye in action. Here we go. Okay, so here you see is the charger, which I've connected it to a sleeve to be put on the arm, so it's easy to move around and carry the device. And see here, this is the USB cord, which is connected to the Arduino, also known as the microcontroller. And the little green thing right here is the perf board, which I was able to solder on a piezo buzzer and also a vibrating motor. And this part right here is the ultrasonic sensor. Now, the microcontroller, or the Arduino, I use that to upload a code to activate the ultrasonic sensor, the piezo buzzer, and the vibrating motor. The most important part, though, was the ultrasonic sensor, which essentially kind of uses, I guess you would say, echolocation. So here you would have the sensor, right? And you have two speakers. One speaker would let out frequencies, and then that frequency would come back, but to the other speaker. And what that does is detect the distance of objects around or like in a room. Now, I use the code to ensure that whenever an object is too close, exactly about 5 inches to the glove / the sensor, that the piezo buzzer and the vibrating motor would start vibrating as audio cues. Now, I would have to say that the most challenging part of this project was coding the device because I had no coding experience. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't even know what void loop and void setup was, and I'd never wired before. But before this program, I didn't really have anywhere else to get this experience. But with a lot of research and help from my teacher and like constantly retrying new possible solutions, I got it to work, and I was honestly really super happy. So the next part of the third eye device is to add another modification. And that modification is to incorporate thermistors into the palm, the back of the glove, and also around the fingers. What a thermistor is, it is a sensor that is able to detect heat and cold. And when I say heat and cold, I also mean like really extreme temperatures. Now, the reason why I chose thermistors is because I think it's really important that, well, say for example, you have visual issues, the whole project, and you're about to touch something really, really hot, let's say like a stove. It is important to get an audio cue or some kind of like something that vibrates so that you don't put your hand on that really hot stove or like that really, really cold block of ice or something. And in order to do that, I'm also incorporating a little device called, well, it's a really cool name. It's called a Papa Soundy, and it is basically an audio playback device. And what I want to do is connect the thermistors to the Papa Soundy so that whenever it reaches an extreme heat or extreme cold, the audio playback device will be able to play a little sound file either yelling, "Stop," "Cold," or "No," so the user knows to move their hand away from where they're at. Now, overall, my time here at Blue Stamp was really exciting, but also really tough since I had never built anything on my own. But what really helped me was the teachers and the community here were like really supportive. And no matter what issues that you were going through, Like you always had somebody to help you or offer you like ideas to try to solve your problem, you know? So essentially Blue Stamp, they just helped me to continue and push through whenever I had issues with my project. And I think the lesson that I learned overall was to push myself to the limits and to never give up and to always try things with a positive outlook, regardless of all the mistakes and failures that I have. After Blue Stamp 2, I still want to try to work on new projects and practice coding because it's something that I learned to love while at Blue Stamp, and it's beneficial to me too if I want to become a biomedical engineer. So for now, the device is complete, and my next step is just to work on my thermistor modification. And if there isn't any questions, thank you all for watching.